I bought my cabin to disappear. No Wi-Fi towers in sight. No neighbors close enough to complain about smoke from the chimney. Just pine trees, a river cutting through the valley, and a dirt road I maintained myself. The cabin wasn't new. My grandfather built it decades ago, long before anyone thought of turning this valley into a community. That peace lasted exactly 3 weeks. I was splitting firewood one afternoon when a white SUV rolled up like it owned the place. Out stepped a woman in designer hiking boots that had never touched real dirt, sunglasses, clipboard, attitude. "Excuse me," she shouted before she even reached the porch. "What do you think you're doing?" I wiped sweat from my face. "A living?" She scoffed. "This structure is not listed in the Pine Ridge HOA registry. You're in violation of community code." I almost laughed. "There is no HOA here." She smiled like she'd caught me stealing. "Oh, there absolutely is. And you're trespassing." That's when she introduced herself. Linda, Vice President of the Pine Ridge Homeowners Association. Apparently, a luxury resort-style neighborhood had been built 2 miles down the valley while I was living my city life. I just never noticed or cared. She began rattling off rules. Exterior colors, approved roofing materials, noise limits, even restrictions on firewood storage. I told her calmly, "This land isn't part of any HOA." She snapped back, "I've already filed a complaint. Expect fines." The next morning, 2 sheriff's deputies showed up. Linda followed right behind them, arms crossed, smug as ever. "That's him," she said. "Illegal squatter, unregistered structure, refused HOA compliance." The younger deputy asked for my ID. The older one scanned the cabin, the land, the tree line beyond. Sir," the deputy said carefully, "do you have proof of ownership?" I nodded. "County records, deeds, surveys, all filed." Linda laughed. "This is HOA-controlled land. He's bluffing." The deputies asked Linda for her documentation. She handed over a glossy HOA map with bright red borders. It showed Pine Ridge Estates and a suspiciously large shaded area marked a common use land. "That shaded area," I said, "is the entire valley." The older deputy frowned. "Well, Mom, this map doesn't show parcel numbers." Linda waved him off. "Those aren't necessary. We manage it." The deputy turned to me. "Mind if we verify?" Please do." An hour later, the mood had changed. The sheriff himself arrived, and when he stepped out of his truck, Linda's smile finally cracked. The sheriff didn't look angry. That was worse. He walked straight past Linda and shook my hand. Good to see you again." Linda's mouth opened, closed, opened again. "You know him?" The sheriff turned to her. "Ma'am, this man owns the valley." Silence, not just the land under my cabin. Not just a parcel or two. The entire valley, over 6,000 acres, was held under a family trust established by my grandfather after World War II. Timber rights, water rights, access roads, every deed. The sheriff explained it slowly like talking to someone in shock. A Pine Ridge HOA leases a small section at the southern edge, recreational use only. No governing authority beyond their subdivision. Linda dropped her clipboard. She started yelling. "That's impossible. Our HOA manages the trails, the roads. A road you drive on," I said calmly, "is maintained by me. The trails, easements I granted. You don't manage them. You use them." The sheriff added, "Your HOA map is misleading, possibly fraudulent." That's when panic set in. Linda tried to backpedal. Apologies, smiles, offers to resolve things privately. Too late, because the sheriff wasn't finished. "Your HOA has been collecting maintenance fees for land it doesn't control," he said. "We're opening an investigation." Over the next few weeks, everything unraveled. Turns out Pine Ridge's board had been exaggerating its authority for years, fining residents, threatening liens, policing land they never owned. Once county records went public, homeowners demanded answers, then refunds, then resignations. The HOA president quit first. Linda lasted another week before being removed in a closed-door meeting that turned into a shouting match. And me? I revoked access. Not permanently, just temporarily. The Valley Road closed for a maintenance. Trail shut down pending survey reviews. The resort lost its scenic hiking paths overnight. Residents were furious, but not at me. They were angry at the HOA that lied to them. Eventually, new agreements were signed. Clear boundaries, legal access, no fake authority. Linda never came back. I heard she sold her house at a loss and moved to a city suburb where someone else could tell her what to do. As for my cabin, it's quiet again. No clipboards, no fines, Just the river, the trees, and the knowledge that sometimes the loudest people have the smallest claim.